As I think about this week's lesson, I have to ask myself how it was the disciples went from being scared, scattered, and faithless to one of the greatest evangelistic forces on the planet. And for that matter, why invent a new religion? Now think about this. What would have been, the primary motivation for starting a new religion? Especially when the religion you already belonged to was instituted by God himself. A religion that was unique, to your people. And a religion that was the only guaranteed path to both God and salvation. If you were a Jew, Abraham was your father. You had the law and you had the temple. Right there, you had everything you needed, to be saved. So why give that up? What was the motive? Now, if you were to ask a police detective or the FBI, the guys who hunt the really bad guys, if you ask them what it is that truly motivates people, they will tell you that there are basically three things that motivate people to do something drastic. They are the promise of sex, power, and money. Now let me ask you, did Christianity make the disciples popular with the ladies? Well, no, it did not. Now, did it earn them a lot of money? Absolutely not. So did they gain any political power or control? And again, no, they did not. So what motivated them to change their religion? Well, there is one other thing that we know of that can literally change not only your life, but your religion. In psychology, we call it an impact event. In other words, something happens to you that was so drastic and dramatic that it altered you for life. For example, if you were to ask me where I was when the second tower fell in New York City some 22 years ago, I can tell you exactly where I was, what I was doing, and who I was with at the time. But if you were to ask me what I did 22 days ago, I couldn't tell you. So why can't I remember what happened 22 years ago? Because what happened on September 11, 2001, was an impact event that was so drastic and dramatic that it changed all of us who witnessed it. The only reason the disciples could go from being a Jew to a Christian is because they had witnessed an impact event. And that event was the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You see, the disciples didn't create or make up the story of the resurrection. The resurrection took those men who'd been scared and scattered and turned them into Christians. They didn't create the cross recreated them. And that, my friends, was the whole point of the gospel of Jesus Christ, that God is determined to save us, so much so that we become a new person. And that, my folks, is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And those were our final thoughts and nuggets for this week. Now we want you to take some time this week to visit your local Adventist church and share with them some of the things you've learned this week about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And please, don't forget to join us next week as we launch into our new lesson study with Cynthia and Seth regarding the themes we find in the book of John. I know you won't want to miss it. Well, again, on behalf of all of us here at Sabbath School Nuggets, thank you for joining us. Happy Sabbath to come, and we will see you again next week.